Alright guys, it's Fade Editing, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a montage effect, and this is the screen shake, and we're going to be doing this in Adobe After Effects today, and our ending product will look like this here. So if you just watch it, you'll see that the screen shakes and it looks really good for cinematics. So here we go.
Oh no, they can't tell me nothing. No way. See, I'm being just so
So there we go. That's what we're going to be doing today. And what we're going to do first is go into Adobe After Effects and go and get our clip. So I'm going to use this cinematic here. And all you got to do is drag it into here. Just wait for a little bit. Then drag it onto the timeline. So after we've dragged it onto the timeline, we'll see that it came into the scene here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to right click here and go to New Null Object, and then we're going to do that again and go New Camera, and just use the default camera. That'll be perfectly fine. Press OK and OK again. And as you can see, we've got a little red square on here now. And what we're going to do is click on camera and press P on the keyboard and hold Alt and click on the stopwatch on position, and it'll bring up this here. So if we just get rid of that there, and we'll write wiggle, so wiggle, and then do open bracket, and then I would say to do 6, comma, you got to remember to do comma, then 30, and then close bracket, and then just click off of that, and that's fine now. And what we do now is, see this little squiggle thing here, we hold on to that and drag that up to camera, and it changes that a bit, and then we're going to do the same for the actual clip, but instead drag this onto Null Object. And after we've done that, if we have a little preview of it, you'll see that the screen starts to shake now. But our problem is that it's like got the black bars at the top of it. So if we just go into the scene a little bit now, and then go onto here and click fit up to 100%, and then click on the thing and just drag it upwards and drag it outwards as well. And what this does is it gets rid of the black lines. And now if we play it, it shakes here. Actually, just drag that side a little bit more. And what it should do is it should just not show the black lines at all. So if we preview that now, you'll see that it's not showing the black lines at all around it now, and it's got a nice shaking effect to it. So after we've done this here, that's basically it. And you just go into composition, add to render queue, and just fiddle around with the settings on each 3 of these. And then after you've done that, click render there and wait for it to render. And after I do that, because I add color correction to mine, so if we go in, that was what rendered out of that. And if we go into Sony Vegas, go to and drag that into Sony Vegas, and I always add color correction to my things in Sony Vegas because I don't really like color correction in Adobe After Effects. So if you right click on it, go to properties, disable resample, and you can untick maintain aspect ratio if you want to, or you can leave it ticked, and that gets rid of the black lines and makes the quality better. Disable resample does. So what we're going to do now is add color correction to it, and I've pre-made my color correction that I always use for editing, and I've named it Agony because it's similar to that, but I've made it myself and everything like that. So all you need to do is drag whatever color correction you're using onto it, and I would say to use sharpen on it and reset to none, or I've made my own which is HD, and that sort of makes it a little bit better. and then all we need to do is add the next bit of the colour correction, and that's the other bit that I've made, and that's basically my colour correction there. So actually I'll untick sharpen and just undo that actually. So click on that and then I'll remove that, and then we've got our nice colour correction here. And if we just preview that now, as you can see, it looks really horrible. So that's why I've dragged it into Sony Vegas and press Control and drag the clip outwards, and what this does is slows it down. And that's what I've done with the preview of it. See, it looks really nice now, and when it renders out, it will look like the preview which I've shown you at the start. So if you want to render in Sony Vegas, you just go to File, Render As, and make your own preset, which I've done already, which is 1280 by 720 for YouTube. And then name it wherever you want to save it, save, and that's done. Just wait for it to render. So that's the tutorial today, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.